But now finally, as you can see, they are actually building it. It's being erected, our first medium dome. Welcome back to Mars, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam, and we're here starting off in episode 8 of our playthrough of Surviving Mars on the Green Planet DLC. Getting right into it. Quick overview of where we left things off. We currently have 2 fully functional domes. Last time we have started basically our production of advanced resources, namely the polymers and the machine parts, where right now I'm seeing there is nobody here because they're all in the polymer factory, which of course is a thing that we do not want. Okay, so let's split them above. Last time I put the priority on the polymer factory because we are currently lacking more on the polymers than in the machine parts. One of the reasons is, by the way, also is our little art store. I will keep it running for now, but if this gets further out of hand, then I will shut it down. Okay, we definitely need also some people working here in the machine parts factory. Let's hope once we speed up a little bit that it will, hopefully some people will shift over. I set them both to specialists only because I only want engineers to be working there. Let's try to maybe manually interfere a little bit. Okay, now we have 3 and 3, and here we have at least 2 of them working. Okay, in terms of the plants, and of course I forgot to mention we also having a dust storm approaching, which of course will also require our attention just to make sure we are going to survive this without any further catastrophes. But we are pretty much in a position where our colony is stable and we should overcome this easily. So in terms of the plan, as mentioned before, we want to expand into this direction with a medium dome. That is the plan. I hope we will get to this today. So let me make a quick check if we have enough room yet. We do not. Okay, so we definitely need to take down more of the mountain. We're going to just do this via our flattening tool, which is here, and yeah, take it all down. Alright, our drones will be a little bit busy with this. This is going to take some work, but eventually we'll get there. Now, dust storm. Dust storm, as a reminder, will have the consequence that none of our solar panels will work. That means all of our power will have to come from our wind turbines, as well as our batteries. Oxygen will not work. We currently have 400 oxygen stored up, and we have a total demand of 1.7, so shouldn't be a problem as long as we're not getting too many leaks, etc. Water we need to talk about. Holy hell. Okay, we have already a lack of water because of our polymer factory, which requires more water. Therefore, we definitely need more water, and I'm going to switch on the second water extractor. We have no choice but to do that. It will cost some machine parts, but we are currently okay with the machine parts because we are producing at least some. Same goes for our wind turbines, which also require machine parts, and I have no choice but to switch them on now. So making sure that we switch them all on. Again, they also will take a few hours to repair so that we are fully ready once the storm hits. But based on the experience of the few last dust storms we had, the big danger is not the power consumption, it's more leaks of power and of gases as well as liquids, and of course also dome fractures. It's also something we have our experience with, and we need to be careful with that and make sure that in the case of emergency we have enough polymers to deal with it. You know, for now, you know what, I'm going to shut down. I'm going to shut it down. We cannot afford it, but we'll leave it there for when we're a little bit more stable with the polymers, and then we will run it. Fuel production won't work, but at the moment we're not doing much with the fuel except for the polymers. The rocket is currently back on Earth, waiting for further instructions. All right, 12 hours to go until the dust storm. Water is stable now. Power is well, not stable, but considering it is the night, it is looking actually pretty good because we are running our wind turbines. However, those, as you can see here, also need maintenance from machine parts. We have a little bit of a emergency fund. In case of an emergency, we can bring at least one part up with either machine parts or polymers if necessary. Alright, Dust Storm is here. This one is a little bit of a longer one. 1 sol and 8 hours it's gonna last. Currently we are looking okay. Power minus 66 during the day. Well, that can actually cause us a little bit of a problem. I am not sure if we can actually... to be honest with you, not sure if we can actually make it through the dust storm, not with everything running. So as an emergency measure, I have no choice but to shut off our machine parts factory, because this alone takes 50 power, because we run out of power before we run out of power completely. In addition, I have to build... They are taking 2 machine parts. Okay, so let's build 2. Let's build another 2 wind turbines. Alright, they're in range. This concerns me now a little bit. I just said that power should not be our concern, but it might be. 538, 519 stored up, and we will again get none of the power from the solar panel, so we have to be in the positive, otherwise we're gonna run out. Water though is okay. Even actually it shows -1, but we're actually not losing any water, as well as oxygen should also be okay, so we are okay there. In terms of the expansion, it has finished. Let us make a quick check if we can place the medium dome now. Still not. We could put it here very close. So what we're going to do is we're going to flatten some more of the area. Okay, that should do it. I'm actually also, before I shut this down, I actually open it up for more people, because we had a couple of people unemployed, as we do have now, and we cannot afford currently to run it. Now we're in the little bit positive, so we're filling up the batteries again. So far so good. We should be able to make it through this dust storm. Okay, here is the message. I think I've mentioned this last episode, that polymer prices actually did go up. Let's check how much. Holy hell. Okay, for 15 polymers, 420 million. Okay, so we cannot afford to bring polymers up from Earth, so the polymer factory has to get all the priority. It does now. It's running on full time, except for the night shift. I refrained from the night shift. In terms of the overall status of our colonists, they're having a few complaints, so I don't want to strain them too much. Okay, how are we looking? We have machine parts is low and power is low, but we're in the positive. As long as we're in the positive, we're good, since we're running now with wind turbines, so they're running 24/7. So we're looking good. As long as we don't have any fractures or leaks, we should be fine with this. And then we also need to build, they cannot even reach it. Alright, so we need to build another drone hub anyway, in order to build our dome, because we have no drone coverage up there. How we're looking, we don't have too many electronics. Drone hub cost 8 electronics to build. Holy hell. So we cannot afford that. That is a bit of a problem. We have to bring them. We have no other choice. Okay, now we have a little bit of a power leak, but we're still good. How are we doing? We currently have 15 rare metals, so bringing up the rocket and maybe selling some rare metals would be a good idea. But with the rocket, you know what? Let's bring up the rocket. Let's bring up the rocket, a cargo rocket with electronics. How much does a prefab drone hub cost? 150 million. Okay, and how much do 10 electronics cost? 200 million. So actually the drone hub is cheaper than bringing 10 electronics, which more or less it costs to build the drone hub. So I'm going to bring the drone hub, just a drone hub like this. We need though, let's bring 5 with us just to maintain a little bit. Machine parts, I think we can manage without, but let's do that. Can we afford 2 more drones? All right. Rocket is on the way with a little bit of help, but the main reason I'm bringing it up is to export the rare metals and bring it back down to actually have some more money in store. So we have to wait for the rocket until it gets here to build the drone hub. Alright, rocket is almost here. Dust storm is over. A few other things have happened. We have currently no active research because the last one was just researched, so we need to take a look at this. Also, we ran out of concrete space, so I built another concrete depot down here. And of course, since I have shut down the machine parts factory during the dust storm, we almost ran out of machine parts, so I switched on again and gave it also a little bit of a higher priority. So now it's working at full speed, and the polymer factory actually is the one working now with a little bit less specialized personnel. So because we need to crank up our machine parts. Rocket is 94% of the way here. Let's take a look at our research. Alright, so we currently have nothing going on. I actually, you know what, even though that might be a little bit early, but it's only 2000, I might at least include the first step to the terraforming into our research. I'm not sure yet if we're going to actually start it. How are we doing with the food? Let me just check in. We're still good with the food, 225. However, I still want to queue up this one here to get a better crops. Even though we currently only have one farm, we have been still good with the food for a while because of the trade we originally initiated. Let's see if something interesting here. There's already our shuttle hubs, but I think it's a little bit early for that, and we don't really need them yet. Our colony is still quite small. In terms of breakthroughs, let's look at them one more time. All extract continues small amount when their deposit depleted. You know what? I'm going to take that because our concrete extractor is also running out very soon, and I don't have a plan yet for the next one. Rapid sleep, that is something we're also going to queue up. Martian bone, gain 10 performance, also something I would very much like to have. Let's see if anything else more urgent is here. The Martian education is of course critical, maybe also even for our next medium dome. We're going to build one. More applicants, yes, we're going to need that. In the physics tree, a few things have came up. Which one is the atomic accumulator, which stores more power, deep scanning, as well as nuclear fusion. This is the battery optimization for the drones. No, I think we are running with this for now. Let's do a little bit of the breakthroughs. Also here, I think in the terms of the goals we're getting from our mission sponsor. So if we research 2 breakthrough technologies, which we are still not done, we're getting actually 5 free pods, which can definitely help us in our situation. 30 map anomalies, we have 21 of 30, brings us a new rocket, which also can be very helpful. We still only have 1. For now we're good with the 1, but not to have another one would be great, and the other stuff is for later on. Alright, so let's speed it up. Let's bring our rocket down, build our drone hub, finish this flattening here, and build our medium dome. The medium dome will cost 20 polymers. It's gonna get a little bit tight, but we have the polymer factory and we're gonna crank it up. 50 metals, 120 concrete. We should be fine with that. Regarding the metals, our little transporter now is down here with a full load of metal. Again, I caught him somewhere here in this corner, stuck. Not sure exactly where he tries to go, because I have not intentionally I have not scanned anything up here. And why? Because once I scan up here and there is a little, let's say a little bit resources lying down here, metals or polymers or whatever, our little transport, because he's on auto gathering, will try to get up there and will be stuck, which he already is. But he cannot get up there at the moment because we have no tunnel, which we also need to build. Alright, let's go. Rocket is coming with our drone hub and a few electronics and a few machine parts, so we should be fine with the machine parts now. The drone hub should be available immediately. Okay, so where are we going to put it? It has to definitely be within the range of the other drone hubs, so they can at least reach it. I think here, something like that is a good spot. We're definitely going to be in range of the dome for sure, and reach of everything else. Well, it's going to reach the other 2 domes, but it's not going to reach our resources. Okay, we need to fix that, but we have no choice. We need to build this. We need to give this little drone hub its own universal depot so that resources can be transferred from here to here, and then they can build it. All right, let's take a look at this message.
Was a tough one. We lost one of our founders.
All right, now officially one of our founders has actually died. We are in Sol. I'm not exactly sure. Gonna check in a second, but he was definitely one of our founders, Olander Carlson, due to old age. Thank you and rest in peace. Sol 58. All right, so the drone hub should be built immediately because it's a prefab. We're gonna have to cable it up though. Okay, let's do that. And once it's done, we're going to quickly continue here with the flattening, and then we're going to place our medium dome. Okay, so everything has been built. The area has flattened, and we are ready to place our dome. Let's do that. I think, well, let me try this if it's not too far away. We including actually the metal deposit. Again, not sure if I'm going to do something with that, but let's pause and let's place it. Okay, so let's try to put our passageway. We should go from here over here, and that should work out perfectly fine. Okay, so let's build it in this position. It's going to take a little while. It's a bigger dome. As I mentioned before, it's going to cost 120 concrete, 50 metals, and 20 polymers. Alright, the rocket has been fueled up and it's been loaded with 23 rare metals. That is a nice payday. So let me check if there is any. Wow, all the projects have been taken. There is one breakthrough to discover, but you need an RC Safari, which I don't have, so it's irrelevant. So let's send it back to Earth and sell our rare metals. Okay, it took some time, quite a lot actually, a few sols, and also some manual interference work from me. Helped them with bringing over the resources over here. But now finally, as you can see, they are actually building it. It's being erected, our first medium dome. Let's hope the Dust Devil doesn't destroy it right away. So here it is. It's finished, it's built. And we're still looking quite good with the resources. Again, it will give us all kinds of error messages because, not error messages, warning messages, because it doesn't have any life support connected at the moment. That's okay. But here it is, it's done. So let's now immediately connect our passageway and hope that this will work. Okay, looks good. That's it. That's basically all we want to do. Have a passageway here. We want to build a little bridge after it's done. This dome requires though 30 power, 2 more oxygen, and 2 more water. So we need to definitely build up on our. Let's shut off the dome for now, because otherwise we're gonna run out. So we need to really discuss and look regarding our power situation, because we have been fine so far, but now that we have this also, and it's going to be of course filled with buildings that require even more power, so we need to see what we can actually do. In terms of the machine parts, we currently actually dialed down the machine parts production because I put the focus on the polymers, because we need the polymers, needed the polymers more urgently, because we built the dome. However, now we need to build power. I also want to run my wind turbines. I'm going to build also a few new solar panels, but I want to run also now the wind turbines consistently. We currently have 32 stored up. We're currently producing 2.9. In terms of births, we currently have 14 Martian born, so we are reproducing. We currently have a total of 59 colonists, 9 of which are seniors, which means they are not working. So we are building slowly but surely a workforce, but I'm not sure if I can run both of them with high priority. I mean, I can. Let's see what happens. Other buildings will suffer.
Cold wave approaching.
Alright, great, good to know. Why there is a botanist here, I don't know. We have still places here for the botanist. By the way, the farm, I also changed one of those to potatoes now. There decreases soil quality, however, we are at 100%. So now every time we produce potatoes it goes down to 90, and then we produce soybeans goes back to 100. That's basically the idea. Again, we have no need currently to build another farm. We will build one in here for sure, but we are still good with the food. So again, before we can even look at this dome, we need to build out our power, our oxygen and our water, or at least have a look at it. Considering that we have another cold wave approaching, we need to deal with the power. So let's build another 2, and that should do it. And also let's build a few more solar panels. Alright, that should definitely do it. This is a lot of extra power. In terms of storage, I'm also going to build, even though the storage costs polymers, but we are going to produce much more power, so now we also need to store a little bit more. So 2 more batteries, that should do it. Alright, so power, I would say, is taken care of. Again, we've
analyzed material from the anomaly, and it completely validates our hypothesis on abiogenic petroleum.
Alright, so let's see what we have found. Anomaly analyzed, conduct on-site volatile experience, reduce cost of physics research by 10%. Good. Polymerization experiments, reduce research by 10%. Engineering research, or sell the data for 500 million funding. Again, the money is a one-time thing, while these 2 actually give us quite significant advantage throughout the rest of the game, so we will definitely choose one of those. I will go for the physics, I think, even though our physics tree is already further ahead. But I think in the long run it has the more critical technology, so let's choose the physics. That was good. Alright, so like I said, power, we are good. Water, we also should be good, because this is running, but it's not even running on full capacity. 2.4 here, 3 here. So theoretically, we can produce 10 water easily per hour. How is our water? It's down to 4,900, so we have to keep an eye on that and soon tap into a new water source early enough. So with water, we should be fine. We currently have a demand of 6.4, and this will require another 2 without the farm, so we should be fine for now. Now, oxygen, we're currently producing a total of 3 with our own 1 Moxie we have here, and we have a demand of 1.7 at the moment, and this one require another 2, which is 3.7, so we definitely need another Moxie. I'm going to build it. Moxie, I'm going to build it here, and then we will have enough oxygen. And I'm also going to build another oxygen tank here, and I'm going to build another 2 more water tanks. I want to have them close to the subsurface heaters. We have 1 subsurface heaters here, so why not this is right next to the rocket. Okay, so let's put them right here. Why not? 1 and 2. Alright, it's all a little bit together, and usually you're not supposed to do that specifically because of meteor showers, because if 1 meteor hits this area, you know, everything gets destroyed. However, we are in an area where we have a lot of dust storms and a lot of cold waves, but we do not have many meteor showers. In fact, I haven't seen one yet. Alright, what do we have here? A famous rock band called Rockscape wishes to bring their music to Mars to live performance. They will tour all different colonies of Mars and have got their own transportation covered. All Rockscape Andrew needs from us permission to play and prepare a dome for the event. Rock and roll, baby, or we have enough troubles. It would be a huge morale boost, but I think I know what's going to happen. We're going to have at least 1 or 2 dome fractures because of this concert. So I say rock and roll, baby. The effect the concert caused a fracture in the superstructure of the hosting dome. I guess we didn't think this through. Okay, great. So, but they all had a blast. Morale is up, but we have a few fractures. How many? 3. Cost is it's already taken care of. Okay, it cost us a few polymers, but we have morale up for 10 souls, so I think I would say it was worth it. What's going on here? Why is this not being built? Now we are running a lot of wind turbines, but we are currently fine. Cold wave 1 soul 2 hours. Can you please repair 2.5 more polymers? Okay, so we should be fine. We're producing polymers. Why is the medic in the polymer factory? I don't know. Why is the medic not here? Should be here. All medics into the infirmary, and here there isn't even anybody in the infirmary. So please staff this. I think one person is enough though.
Sector scan.
Specialized people should only work in their own field. Alright. Okay, so the passageway has been built in the meantime. Let's also build the bridge or the ramp on up here. Currently there is no need for us to actually switch on the dome because we don't need the space. We still have 7 living spaces available here. Oh, idle extractors. Okay, we ran out of the concrete and we have not finished our research yet. The nano refinement research, which would cause this to continue. You know what, but I'm gonna leave it. Let's see if I don't know actually if we research this breakthrough, if retroactively they start to work again. However, we definitely need to look into getting more concrete again. So we have here 820, but very low grade. Anywhere else, not in our area. That's a problem. Up here there is a little bit something, but very, very little. Down here 391. Alright, so I guess we have no choice but to tap into this one. We'll deal with this a little bit later. We still have 148 currently stored up, but we will have to do this very soon. Alright, however guys, I think for today that was it. We ran out of time. We're gonna deal with the cold wave in the next episode, as well as all the other issues we have here. We currently have a little bit of an issue with understaffing because of prioritization. Maybe I'm gonna fix this also off camera. However, we made nice progress. We built out our power. We're producing 250 power during the day, even with 3 wind turbines still shut off.
Research
and
complete.
most importantly, we have built our 3rd dome, a medium dome, which next time hopefully we will start to fill with buildings as well as people, and improve and increase our production of all kinds of resources, and slowly expand our colony, as well as hopefully also starting with the terraforming, because the initial terraforming is going to take some time, so the earlier we can start with that, the better. But for now, this was it for today. I would very much appreciate if you had fun to leave a like, subscribe to my channel to not to miss out on any future episodes, as well as maybe leave a comment if you have any feedback or any suggestions on what else I can do here. Thank you for now. Have a great day, and bye bye.